Hello everyone, welcome back to our study session. This is Melly and disclaimer lang, this video claims fair use for educational purpose only. So again, we are going to rediscuss the English phonology. So let's tackle this one by one, no? Kasi yung topic natin in the previous video is all about the speech mechanism. So we discuss the nasal cavity, oral cavity, pharynx, so on and so forth. But there are also other information that wasn't being able to discuss at that moment because it wasn't part of the note. So, hindi natin na-discuss ng maayos. So, again, let's start with the English phonology. So, nasa part 8 tayo. Again, um, this is only fair use, educational purpose only. Okay, let's start. Effective oral discourse means being able to use grammatical structures, diba? Of course, we can able to express our ideas, kung anong thoughts na kailangan natin i-converse to other people. And also, we have rules to use appropriately when interacting with others in various social contexts. In other words, a competent speaker has good pronunciation and correct intonation. So, hindi lang pwede na alam mo yung grammar rules, no? Grammar rules like he or she, does not, yung mga, natawag yung conjunctions, so subordinating, ano pa yung mga prepositions, mga fragments, clauses, independence, hindi lang nag-end yung ano doon. Being grammatically or being effective in having a purposive communication to other people. We also have to be well inclined with the English phonology, with being a competent speaker by having a good pronunciation and correct intonations. So, without further ado, let's retackle the speech mechanism. So, let's start with speech mechanism. Ayan. Yan yung pinakita ko before, di ba? So, we have the alveolar ridge. Alveolar ridge sa loob pala yan ng sa oral cavity. Yung alveolar ridge, yung mismong na aabot ng tip. You try to pronounce or do the sound of letter T. T, diba? Kung ano yung natatouch ng tip or the tongue apex. When you say tongue apex, yung tip ng tip ng tongue mo. Ito. Tip and front. Natatouch ng tip ng tongue mo. Yan yung alveolar ridge. Yung pag ganyan ba sa bibig, napapunta na sa teeth. That's the alveolar ridge. So, yan, hindi ko yun na-discuss dun sa previous video. And yes, okay. So, let's tackle it one by one. Again, no? Resonators, ito yung tatlo, main parts. We have the pharynx or pharyngeal cavity, the nasal cavity, and oral cavity. So, these cavities serve as the passage of moving stream. So, dinadaanan to ng hangin. So, yung pharynx, makikita mo, yan yung space. Ito. Ito yung space mismo na nagagawa ng, wait lang, let me have this. Okay. Ayan. Makikita nyo, itong pharynx dito, meron tayong tinatawag na pharynx or also a cavity where the air flows dahil sa edge ng root ng tongue natin dito na part, and then the walls of our throat, back throat, diba? So, yan, that's why we have pharynx. Now, ano ba yan? So, that's for the resonators or the what do you call this? The resonators or the one who are responsible for the airflow. Diba? Nasal cavity. Bakit airflow yan, ma'am? Diyan dumadaan yung hangin galing sa butas ng ating ilong, nostrils, papasok sa nasal cavity. Sa oral naman, we suck air from our mouth, to our mouth, papasok sa oral cavity. And then, going down to the pharynx. Pharynx, dyan din, alangan mong hanggang oral cavity lang yung hangin. Malamang, dadaan din yan sa throat natin towards our vocal folds or vocal cords na nandito sa ibaba. So again, main purpose ng ating tatlong tatlong resonators is for airflow. Pharynx, oral cavity, and nasal cavity. Now, let's move forward to the articulators. Yung articulators, these are the movable parts of our speech mechanism. Dito yung gumagawa ng mga movement para makakreate tayo ng sound ng vowel and consonant. So, we have the lower lip and lower teeth, the tongue, and its parts. Ano yung parts ng tongue? We have the apex, which is made of the tip and blade. Ano yung tongue apex? Tip and blade. The front of the tongue, yung makikita nyo masyadong maraming bakterya. Yung mga puti na part, dyan mismo, yun yung front. And then, yung nakaka-touch ng roof natin also. And then, the back of our tongue or dorsum. Anong tawag ng back of tongue? Dorsum. We also have the soft palate or velum with its spear-shaped appendage called ovula. So, tignan natin yung mga na-mention ko. Saan yun? Ayan. So, this is the tip of the tongue or the tongue apex. Yung tongue apex na yan, always yan natatouch si alveolar ridge. Saan dito si alveolar ridge? Ayan pangalan niyo, alveolar ridge. Yung natatouch natin kapag we try to make sound of letter T. Diba may natatouch tayo sa taas, sa roof? That's the alveolar ridge. Now, ano naman yung dorsum? Dorsum. The word dorsum, that is the back of our tongue. Ano ba yan? Palaging nag-ano. Okay, hindi pala siya pwede. So, ayan. Wait lang po nagta-technical error. Ayan, hindi siya nasa-scroll So, ayan, that is the dorsum. Katabi ng ating pharynx. Paano to? Okay, sa kilid pala. So, ayan, we have the articulators. These are the movable parts, okay? Meron naman tayong points of articulation. These are the upper lip and the upper teeth. So, yan yung points of articulation. The alveolar ridge, that is the gum behind the upper teeth. The gum behind the upper teeth. Where is your upper teeth? Yan nakikita nyo sa taas. Yung upper teeth. Behind nyan, sa likod nyan, is the alveolar ridge. The hard palate naman, this is the bony roof of the mouth. Anong bony roof of the mouth? Let's see. Asan yung hard palate? Yan. Try to touch the roof of your mouth. Diba? Parang may ribs. Meron siyang parang bones. That's the hard palate. Hard palate. Para saan yung hard palate, ma'am? Let's see. Hard palate. That's the bony part. So these are just we can also use this very important terms as part of articulation. Okay? Upper lip, upper teeth, or alveolar ridge, and also the hard palate. And again, the velum. Saan yung velum? Ang velum, ayan po. Yan. Soft palate. So, di ba? Touch your, letter T. Pronounce the letter T. Ang natatouch niyan is yung alveolar ridge. Yung sa likod mismo ng front teeth nyo. I-move mo yung sa pinaka-center ng cavity mo, oral cavity mo. Di ba may parang may bones na parang ribs? Ayan, parang may waves sa roof ng mouth nyo. And then at the back, ayan, I can feel it. That's the soft palate. May ano pa rin siya, meron pa rin siyang reef. Ay, parang wave. But soft siya. And the ovula, yes, yan yung ngalangalan nyo. Okay? So, you can already identify the parts, no? Let's move on to the... Okay, they are the parts pala, speech apparatus near which or against which the articulators are placed in the production of the various speech sounds. Now, bakit mahalaga sila, ma'am? Bakit mahalaga pa yung mga points of articulation like the alveolar ridge, yung parang buto-buto sa roof ng mouth ko, yung soft palate, yung ovula na naghahang lang sa the back of your throat, or at the back of your mouth. Bakit importante sila? So, each of those points of articulation, no, napakahalaga nila for the articulators. Ano yung articulators natin? The lower lip, the teeth, the tongue, 'di ba? They are very important po. They are very important kasi kung wala yung mga nasa itaas na yan, we cannot create sounds or we cannot create vowel sound or consonant sound. Napaka-importante na may malalandingan yung dila natin sa itaas able to create a specific sound. 'Di ba? Imagine nyo, walang ngalangalan nyo. Paano niya makokontrol yung yung flow sa nasal airflow? Paano ka makaka-pronounce na ng letter T kung butas yung alveolar ridge mo diyan? 'Di ba? Paano ka makaka-pronounce ng kung wala kang malalandingan ng tongue mo? Mga ganyan lang. You cannot see me, no? I'm so sorry. I cannot really show my face, but just try to listen. Just try to listen. How do I pronounce each of the letters? So that's how important articulators and parts of articulation, guys. So yung articulation, yung nilalandingan ng tongue nyo, or yung natatouch ng lips nyo, ng teeth, di ba? Kung saan mismo naka-attach yung teeth, di ba? Those are the articulators and points of articulation. Ang dami ko nang na-discuss. Ang dami ko nang nasabi, and it's almost 15 minutes. So, I'm just trying to finish this one. Vocal cords naman tayo. So, vocal cords or bands. Pwede siyang cords, pwedeng bands. So, they are two short bands of elastic flesh and muscle located in the larynx or Adam's apple. Ano po yun? Elastic flesh and muscle. Asan yun? Ito. Elastic yan sila. Yan sila. So, we have the larynx. This part is the larynx at the back, and in the front portion, this is the vocal folds. Vocal folds. So, you imagine may parang mga fold dyan. Vocal fold. Ring. Yan. Yung space between the vocal cords and the larynx or yung Adam's apple, yan po yung glottis. Okay? Okay. Ano ba yung glottis, ma'am? So, the opening between them is called the glottis, diba? Opening. Pumapasok din yung dyan. Air dyan. So, glottis. What is glottis? May be opened so as to cause no obstruction in the passage of air, as in normal breathing. Diba? Hindi naman pwede na hanggang ngala-ngala lang yung hangin, diba? Kailangan na pumasok ng hangin para loob sa lungs natin, di ba? So, definitely, that's the airway through our airway yan. And ito naman yung sa kabila is, I'm pretty sure para sa pagkain. So, dalawa kasi yan eh. Merong passage sa air at meron ding passage sa pagkain. Try mong kumain tapos ibdaan mo sa vocal cords mo para sa hangin. Di ba mabubulunan ka? Or hindi kaya kahit tubig, parang ang sakit-sakit ng ngala-ngala mo. Ganun yun. So, let's continue, no? completely closed or particular. Speech sound produced with an open glottis are said to be voiceless. Kapag open yung glottis daw, ibig sabihin, voiceless yan. For example, try to pronounce the sound of S. And touch your throat. Yung sa leeg mo na part. Hindi siya nagva-vibrate. Now, when the vocal bands are brought to close together, then the air is passing through cause the glottis to vibrate. Diyan na mismo, kapag yung nag-close yung glottis, vocal bands, then the air passing through through causes the glottis to vibrate. The speech sounds produced are said to be voice. So try to pronounce sound the word at the letter B. 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 So, ibig sabihin yung vocal bands mo ay malapit sa isa't isa. That's why yung airflow na dumadaan sa glottis, yung airflow na dumadaan sa glottis ay nagva-vibrate. So, when the vocal bands are pressed together so tightly as to resist considerable air pressure from the lungs, the sound produced is a glottal stop. Ano nga yun? Ano yung glottal stop? It is when the vocal bands are pressed together so tight as to resist considerable air pressure from the lungs. Wala nang dumadaan, nagpe-pressure na yung lungs. So, hindi ba flowy yung hangin from the mouth or from the outside air to inside of our lungs? Hindi na ba flowing ba? That's where the sound produce a glottal stop. Halimbawa niyang ginagawa ng mga British people. Potter, ganun ba? Parang nag-stop ba? That is the glottal stop. Butter. Wala kang ginagawa. It's just anong tawag niyan? Yung nag-e-effort yan is the glottis. So, butter. Walang ginagawa yung tongue mo, diba? Or di kayo mga other points of articulation. Walang masyadong ginagawa. Butter. So, bali, yung pronunciation, hindi sa bibig, hindi sa tongue, hindi dito sa oral cavity, hindi sa nasal, nandyan mismo sa vocal cords natin. Butter. Diba? Meron pa rin ginawa, diba? Let's sa letter B, pero the rest is sa, dito na part, dito na. Sa glottis. Butter. Water. OA masyado, no? Pero parang ganun na sila mag-pronounce. So, that is the glottal stop. Pag may makita kayong glottal stop sa item, tapos may choices na British pronunciation, yun na yun. Okay? So, I think that's it for the speech mechanism. I hope you guys enlightened. Hope you guys are enlightened from that explanation. Even though wala akong masyadong PPT, I'm just using notes and also printed materials or digital materials. So, yeah. I hope you guys learned something from our study session, and see you on the next video, which is all about phonemes. Phonemes na po tayo. That's it. Bye-bye.